Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison. I'm just going to adjust this microphone 1 wee second, just get set up here. Okay, we're on. I think, let's get this camera proper. Right, we're cool, we're all good. Right, that's in the way. I was just getting my coffee there, that's why I'm kind of a wee bit late, so I do apologise. Right, okay, I'll just see if we're live or not, make sure everything is up and running. See if we've got anybody in the chat room. I think we have. Yep, we have. Okay, I'm just going to jump over to the chat room just now, just 1 wee second. Okay, we've got a few people in just now. Relts is in, good morning to you. Andreas is in, good morning to you. Davey Stewie, good to see you, buddy. Everybody's been worried about you in the, in the admin group. Good day everyone, feel much better about my portfolio lately, hope everyone is well, smash those likes. Yes, crush those likes everybody if you like these videos and if you think it's worth kind of watching in the morning and having coffee and crypto with me in the morning. So crush the likes. Everybody just go down to the kind of likes button just now and hit those likes just now. Atif Mahmood is in this morning just now, good morning for Babb too. Yes, it is a good morning for Babb, we're going to look at that. Vikramjit Singh is in. Adeb, one of the brown admins, is in the house as well. Porridge for me with protein, no salt. Excellent. I'd done my HIIT routine this morning again. Took a day off yesterday, but I've done it this morning again. It is getting easier. Adeb, like you said it would. Still bloody hard, but it's getting easier. Tim Gash is in. Good morning to you. Mike Cryptico is in. Holder679. Good to see you here. Stu Johnson. Rob Taylor is back with us. Good to see you here. Marcus Jafari. Is it nice to see backs on the rise? It is really good to see backs on the rise. Stephen King. Despicable Wombat is back with us. Chris Noble. Gene is in. Like button crush. Boom. What's up, folks? Excellent. Rob Taylor. I'm curious of your opinion on PPT chart. Being possible looking to get in. I'll have a wee look at that. Whining Crypto for Despicable Wombat. RC is in house. Crypto Dread is in the house. I still didn't get your message that you were talking about. So hit me up on Messenger. I don't know what page you've been going to get a message, but I didn't see that. Barbara McDonald is in the house. Good morning to you as well. Good to see you here. Okay, so we'll jump into the markets just now. See what's happening on Coin Paprika. So we're up to 219 billion market capitalization overall, which is down 0.38%. Bitcoin dominance 51.98%. It'd be good to see actually what the total market capitalization is without kind of Bitcoin. This is for the alts, 105 billion. So down a wee bit actually, down a wee bit. So this is the total market capitalization. This is the market capitalization without Bitcoin. This is the kind of alts, basically. So we'll just go back to Coin Paprika and look at the top 100, see who's done well over the last 24 hours. Genesis Vision is up to $14.20, up 26%, which is fantastic. Up 52% on this over 7 days. Nexo is up 22%, 82% 7 days. Aurora back up again, 20%. Eternal Token back up again. Holo has gone up finally, which is fantastic to see. I think it jumped up to 18.19, 17%. Cybermiles, OneChain, Loopring, Decred, Theta Token as well, all up close to double-digit figures as well. Who's in the red? Moac is down, Sia Coin is down, that's had a jump up. Noah Coin had a jump up as well. No surprise it's coming down. Monacoin and Bitcoin Gold is coming down, $25.35. XRP is down as well to 52 cents. Crypto.com is down 3%. Zilliqa, Next or NXT, Steam, Bitcoin Diamond is down. PundyX down as well. Bitcoin Cash is down 1.94%. So roughly about 50-50. 50% in the green, 50% in the red. So just look at the next 100. And we've got Mediblock is up 235%. On volume of 1.9 million, so that is brilliant for them. Up 258% over 7 days. So if you're in Mediblock, excellent. Salt jumped up as well, 47%. Raid Network 37%, Odom 23%. Digitex Futures is up as well, 19%. So that's done well over the last 7 days as well. I just want to go to the next 100 and just look at that. Just see, I think Babb should be in here. I think they're in the 200 range. Find BAB. There we go. You can see it's sitting at 234 at the moment, position 234. So it's looking to break in to the top 200, which would be fantastic. You can see over the last 7 days it's up 48%, 24 hours 16%, over the last hour down 4.23%. So it's up to 862 at the moment, which is brilliant, but still only got a market capitalization of 18 million. 18 million. A long way to go for Babb. So if you're in Babb for the long term, which I definitely am, I'm an investor in Babb. I'm not a trader of Babb. I'm an investor in it, and really have high hopes for Babb for the future. Not just for the price as well, but kind of what they're doing, kind of ethos behind it as well. I just think is a brilliant kind of project to get into. So the next stage is obviously the app coming out. Obviously Lithuanian license as well, the banking license as well. But what's driving the price up? Why are people buying just now? Well, I think it could be in anticipation of the Lithuanian license. I don't see it as being the app that's driving the price up just now. I don't think that's what's kind of driving the price. But obviously they're working in the background. They've got kind of loads of stuff going on just now as well. But I think it's the Lithuanian license, and I think more and more people are getting in on the background and they're finding out more about Babb as well. There's certainly more YouTube videos about Babb as well, and kind of price speculation. But the big thing is going to be onboarding. Once they get the Lithuanian license, it's going to be onboarding kind of customers using the app as well. So they're looking to bank the unbanked, 2 billion unbanked at the moment. How are they going to onboard them? So we're going to have to wait and see how that goes as well. So they're going to have a kind of an alpha release as well of the app, which is going to be quite good. So I'll be signing up for that as soon as that comes out. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of look at that and show you Babb is in the top 300 now, sitting at 235. So looking to break in to the top 200. So you can hear this is the stats here. This is the latest stats. We'll just go up. Down 3% in the last hour. 16% in the last 24 hours, 49% in the last week. So you can see the big climb here. So we could have got in round about 7 Satoshi. 7 Satoshi was its lowest. That was only back a couple of weeks ago. 7 Satoshi, so you could have had a 100% increase there if you were kind of trading Babb. But better to hold than trade, I think. We'll just go back to the chat, see who else is in. Liam Hunt is in, Njambi K is in, Tim Gasham wonder what it's going to take for XRP to start climbing. It's clearly not good news. XRP we'll take a look at as well. Mohammed Ahmed is good morning to you. Musa Moose, Nexo broken top 100, should be top 20 coin in 2019. I've never looked into it in depth, Nexo. VET still looks good for the long term. It's not doing much at the moment. We'll take a look at that as well. Vin is in, good morning to you. Nora Perez is in, good mornings. Likes crushed, excellent. So if you like these videos, go down to the like button and hit it just now. Vikramjeet Singh, how do you see the future of Digitex futures in the next 2 to 3 months? I don't honestly know. I've not looked at it in depth again. CryptoDon1, hi guys. Good to see you here, buddy. Okay, so we'll just look at what's happening just now. This is the kind of power ledger play we're in just now. Sitting at 2,436 Satoshi, called it at 2,513. Going down from here, so I'm going to wait and see over the weekend what that does and maybe get out of that position. Or it might hit the stop loss of 2,390, but it's resisting that just now, and it's kind of 2,420 seems to be where it bounces off. So I'll wait and see what happens with that. Still see a lot of upside to that, particularly if Bitcoin price goes up as well, or starts to rise steady. So look at the Bitcoin price just now, BTC USDT. So we can see this. So look at the overall picture just now, just look at the daily chart. We've got this descending triangle that's been going on for kind of months now. It's really been kind of since January. So the last 10 months we've been in the bear market, and we can see this one here. I've just chosen this descending triangle, but there's a bigger one in play as well, which is going to end soon. but there's a smaller one in play with an ascending triangle. And we'll just go to the 4-hour chart. I've shown you this over the last couple of days, and it kind of broke out of that and went down, but it's trying to break back in. You can see it's using that line as resistance just now. Clearly you can see it's kind of hitting the resistance, coming down, hitting resistance, coming down. So if we can break back up to about 6,630 and break through that, usually when it hits it a couple of times and tries to break through, then it eventually does go through. So we need to wait and see what happens with kind of the Bitcoin price at 6,586 just now. But my thinking is it's going to break through this, get back into that ascending triangle. But we need to break this line here, 6,800. That's the line we need to break if it's going to go up. A lot of speculation about what's going to happen with the Bitcoin price. A lot of people are saying it's going to go down to about 5,800. A lot of people saying this is the start of the kind of next run. And they will run it up as well. So we need to wait and see what happens with that. Ethereum. Where's Ethereum just now? Not looked at Ethereum charts for a while. This was the kind of ascending triangle it kind of broke out of as well. So it's sitting at $221 at the moment. So we need to wait and see. This was a couple of days ago. I looked at this ascending triangle. So just kind of get rid of that now. We can do it from kind of here. We need to put a new line kind of all the way up here. So that's the kind of run it's setting just now. So $221, is it going to go up? Probably yes. Definitely for the end of the year and for going into 2019 as well. I'll look at ADA. We've not looked at ADA for a while as well. Just look at the BTC price. So Cardano, I'll just put that at the 25. So it's broken down from the 25 EMA. Broken down there. It is going to go up. Cardano is going to go up. I'd be accumulating at these levels. And dollar cost averaging down as well. Cardano for the long term. If you're in it for the long term. For trading, different story. I wouldn't be in it just now for trading, but I would be starting to accumulate at these prices from here. Where is NEO? I've not looked at NEO for a while as well. Yeah, 272,800 for NEO. So it's coming down to its lows again. But NEO for the long term, I'm still very bullish on NEO. Still love NEO for the long term as well. A future of ETN. It's looking good for ETN at the moment. Steve, what's your views on theory about a coin which is a lot in talk on YouTube and websites like Cointelegraph? Spikes up or start to move up like XRP, Ethereum, Genesis Vision, recent was TRX. What's your views on theory about a coin which is a lot of talk in YouTube and websites like Cointelegraph? What do you mean by that, Atif? Let me know, explain that a wee bit more, what you mean. What's my theory on it? Or what's my views on the theory? Are you talking about news-driven kind of price-related action? So talking about news, we'll just go into the kind of news just now. Quickly go through and I'll put all these links up. This is the kind of news that I've kind of highlighted as being quite interesting. Massive crypto exchange BitHum is looking to climb to the top of the market. BitHum has announced that it will be opening a new decentralized exchange by the end of the month, so they're following kind of Binance there as well. According to a report by Business Korea, the decentralized exchange is part of BitHum's strategy to lead the global currency market. The company is hoping to expand internationally, but it's hitting many road bumps on the way. One of the difficulties is the domestic expansion owing to unclear regulations in the country. So once those kind of regulations clear, BitHum is big anyway just now, but once a regulation clears and they get into a decentralized exchange, I think it could be even bigger than it is just now. So I thought that was good news for BitHum, certainly. This is the Ethereum price analysis, and this is from newsbtc.com. Support turned key resistance. So they're talking about the kind of what we're looking at there in the charts with Ethereum is kind of broken out of a key area and that ascending triangle that we looked at, and that line is now becoming resistance. So this is what they're talking about in this chart as well. So they've got a major support level of $218, major resistance level of $224 for that. So it needs to break that resistance if the Ethereum price is going to go higher. Long term, I don't think there's any issues or worries at all about Ethereum. I think we're going to see that $1,000 range possibly by the end of this year, but certainly going into 2019. South Korea lawmakers propose the legislation of ICOs. So South Korea has maintained a reasonably negative stance on cryptocurrencies and initial coin offerings since a blanket ban in September 2017. And if you remember, this was a kind of big news that kind of drove a lot of the prices down as well. News like this would drive the price of Bitcoin down, but not so much these days, because there is so much news out in the markets just now. So news like this is not going to affect it or it wouldn't affect it nowadays if it came out with this. But according to Business Korea's article released on October the 4th, 2018, the National Assembly is looking to convince the government to remove the ICO ban as it may undermine South Korea's future competitiveness. This is what a lot of the countries, I've been talking about this over the last kind of couple of weeks, about the countries putting these kind of major regulations in place and bans in place as well. Likes of America as well, they're looking at the SEC for the ETF, which is going to be out on the 26th of October. New decision then. A lot of these countries are kind of putting too much regulations in place, or they're not being quick enough to put regulations in place. And they're going to feel the backlash of that once the crypto market really kind of explodes, and they're going to be left behind. So America has to get its arse in gear, same with kind of South Korea as well, China as well to a degree as with that as well. So they're going to have to get their arse in gear if they want to be at the forefront of cryptocurrency, not only technology, but the cryptocurrency space as well. So I think we're going to see a lot of changes over the next couple of months as well, with the likes of South Korea unbanning the likes of ICOs. So hopefully that's coming soon. And this is what I was talking about here. ETF delay continues at SEC as October 26 emerges as a new deadline to file comments. So while the world is still waiting for the Bitcoin ETF approval, another deadline appears that would make the wait just a little longer. According to the latest filing released by SEC, a second amendment has been filed by CBOE BZX Exchange for a proposed rule change to list Granite Shares Bitcoin ETF application, for which SEC has asked people to file a statement in support of or in opposition to the proposed amendment. The due date for filing comments is set for October the 26th. Do you know what? This ETF thing is just getting boring now, to be honest, and we don't... if the SEC are going to keep on delaying this, that's what I'm saying. They're going to get left behind. America's going to get left behind if they keep on delaying this as well. And I don't see the ETF being as big as the likes of the BAKKT exchange coming out, or the Intercontinental Exchange coming out next month as well. So is it going to matter if the SEC say no to the ETF? It's going to come eventually. It's just a matter of when it's going to come, but it's getting a bit boring now, to be honest. But it's still going to be big for cryptocurrency, but it's not the biggest kind of news story out there. I thought this was interesting. Argentina turns to installation of Bitcoin ATMs amid its economic crisis. So obviously we know about the economic crisis in Argentina, so it could be welcoming as many as 30 Bitcoin ATMs by the end of the year as the country battles an economic crisis with its peso. So it says last month it was reported that Argentina had announced austerity measures in a bid to stem their currency crisis, with the peso dropping to a record low. President Morocco Macri revealed that the country would be cutting spending and raising taxes. Reported The Guardian, so far the peso has fallen 50% against the dollar in 2018. However, despite the intentions to speed up austerity, it produced a negative effect. As a result, the peso continued to fall against the dollar following the news. Consequently, residents are turning their attention to cryptocurrencies. Venezuela is another country that's embraced the crypto market amid hyperinflation. So they're looking to install more Bitcoin ATMs. So again, this is just driving the news forward. With news like this, it's just more and more that crypto is going to go mainstream with news like this. It's not there yet. We've been speaking about this over the last couple of months. It's not mainstream yet, but with more and more news like this, this is what's going to kind of help it kind of go mainstream as well. and hopefully help the likes of Argentina and Venezuela out as well. This is from John Matanos, or Matonis. The idea of SWIFT alternative is gaining traction. Switzerland would join new interbank payment system independent of US. So Switzerland will take part in a new payment system if we're created as an alternative to the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications, which is SWIFT. So this could drive the markets forward as well if this was going to happen. So I'll put the article, the link up for you as well. There, so it's talking about getting rid of SWIFT as a major kind of payment intercontinental payment system, and they're talking about using the new system as well for that, using cryptocurrencies. I thought this was interesting from John McAfee. I've seen this on Crypto Bitcoin Chris. If you've not checked out Crypto Bitcoin Chris, you need to check out his kind of Bitcoin, not his Bitcoin channel, but his channel on cryptocurrencies. Brilliant channel for getting news. I seen this and I thought I'd kind of bring it up as well. So this is about the kind of story for John McAfee running for kind of president. But John McAfee is actually a smart guy. He's running for president, but he's not serious about kind of being president, but he's going to run for president according to kind of him and kind of stories. But he said in a tweet here, let's be real, no sane person could believe I could ever become president. That's not my goal. I want access to the national stage for 18 months to promote what I believe is the only thing that can save us, the blockchain, cryptocurrency and the economic freedom they will bring. So he's not serious about running for president, but he's running for president, but it's only for a platform to kind of voice his concerns about what's happening with the state of the kind of currency kind of market just now as well, and the overall economy. And he thinks blockchain, cryptocurrency and giving everybody the economic freedom through cryptocurrency, that is his real goal for that. I think it's a smart move. A lot of people hate him, a lot of people love him. I think he's good for the crypto space. I do like John McAfee, I must admit. He's loud, he's outspoken, he's outlandish, he kind of comes out with some mental statements, but I do like him, I have to admit. And he's good for the crypto sphere as a whole. That's my opinion. We'll just go back to the comments just now. VAT, we'll just look at that just now. Oh. Where is that headed just now? It's still about 196 for VeChain at the moment. 195 has gone down to. I think we're close to around the bottom here for VeChain. Just now we've got kind of major support here around about the 190 mark for VeChain, so it could have a bounce up from here. And we've got a kind of an all-time low there of 113 Satoshi, all-time high of 325. Long term, I think VeChain are going to do really well. According to the charts, we're kind of going lower from here. If we just look at the charts on the 4-hour charts, if we look at the 1-hour charts as well, it looks as if we're going lower as well. So it did climb to about 204 the other day as well, but I do think it's going to go higher as well. I think it'll go higher in the next 7 days, but according to the charts, it doesn't look as if it is going to. But I just think we're kind of getting close to a bottom there, and we're going to kind of bounce back up from here. So we've got a major kind of support line for VeChain. If we just look at a horizontal line, support line around about 194. You can see that's bounced off that a couple of times, kind of gone back up. So I think VeChain is going to go back up within the next 7 days. Then hi Steve, do you have some ontology? I've got 40 ontology, and I got that from an airdrop from having Neo. So I've got 40 ontology just now. Vikramit Singh, Ethereum can't go up more than 0.17 according to maths. It can't go up more than 0.17 according to maths. I don't quite understand that, Vikramjit, sorry. If you can explain that a wee bit more. Martin Sonia, good morning to you. Honest Crypto Journey, good morning. BAKKT's doing well. Yeah, it is doing really well at the moment. Not that you'll be worried about anything for the crypto space. A couple of weeks' time, you'll not be caring about that at all. Alex Jug is in the house. Welcome to you. Antonio Medusa, morning to you as well. We'll just go back to the news. Crypto prediction, Market Ogre is gearing up for his first major upgrade. That's something I was kind of looking at, so I'll not bother with that just now. Wall Street Journal creates and then promptly stops its own cryptocurrency, but journalism coins could be the new thing. I thought this was interesting as well. Journalism coins being the new thing as well. We've looked at kind of sovereignty kind of coins for countries, specific countries as well. But journalism coins, I thought that was a kind of neat idea as well, to bring out coins specifically for a journal as well, or a newspaper or a media company. So I thought that was quite interesting as well from kind of cryptocurrency point of view as well. Top 100 finally, this is for Genesis Vision, so it's broken into the top 100. This is on Reddit. I'll kind of post that link for you as well. Cardano price analysis after 9 cents. ADA's first stop is 20 cents. So they're looking at the price analysis for this and they're thinking that the main resistance is at 12 cents at the moment, but they think it's going to go up to 20 cents from there as well. This is from newsbtc.com as well. From previous Cardano price analysis, our first buy trigger line is 9.5 cents. Convincing break and close above that will trigger aggressive buys aiming for 12 cents. Suitable stops shall be placed. August lows on 8 cents on the reverse side. Losses below September lows at 6 cents negates this projection. So obviously lots of differing opinions. I think Cardano is going to go up kind of big time relatively soon. Binance backs plans to bring Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Binance Coin to airports around the world. And the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange by volume keeps on expanding. Binance has invested $2.5 million in Travel by BAKKT, a blockchain payments provider based in Queensland, Australia. The two companies are creating a point of sale system that accepts cryptocurrency at major airports around the world. How big would that be? You know, obviously, with the amount of people that go through airports, if we've seen the traffic that go through airports, and they start seeing a cryptocurrency payment point of sale machine as well, PundiX could be that. If they start to see that, then again, it's going to get into the kind of subconscious minds of the people in the airports, and then it's going to, again, it's all about driving this kind of mainstream or cryptocurrency going mainstream. So I think that can only be a good thing. So Binance are at the forefront of that as well. Binance are doing really good things. I just think their token just now, where is Binance at the moment? BNB, BTC. Yeah, it's up. It's up just now. It's kind of climbed. Kind of recommended that last week as well. It's up 7.4% to 159,000 Satoshi. I just think Binance are going to be huge. They're going to be absolutely huge. They've got the fingers and a lot of pies just now, and they're going to be absolutely huge in the future as well. And I do see them still as a $100 coin. I've said that for months now. What's other news we've got? Bitcoin ATM come to Argentina. We've kind of covered that as well. That was just a kind of story about the same. The blockchain industry could reach $7 billion, says Bank of America. Although the blockchain sector is still an emerging industry, the Bank of America estimated that the addressable market for blockchain will soon reach $7 billion, according to CNBC. While blockchain technology is not standard in business-to-consumer market, it could help improve existing services in business-to-business markets, such as software as a service industry, the real estate sector, the supply chain and logistics industry. And we've seen that already with a couple of projects as well. Amazon, Microsoft and Oracle to benefit from blockchain technology. So this is about more and more bigger companies looking at the blockchain as a technology, not for the cryptocurrency space, but as a technology, which is the technology behind cryptocurrencies, but they're looking at blockchain as a technology to kind of drive things forward. And Bank of America says it could be a $7 billion industry. I think that's hugely conservative, to be honest, but we'll see what happens. Money savings expert Martin Lewis says fake Bitcoin ads are life destructive. So these kind of, we've all seen these kind of fake Bitcoin ads as well. And he's spoken out again about the impact fake Bitcoin ads on Facebook are having on people, arguing that it's life destructive. I don't know if you know Martin Lewis, but he's big over in the kind of UK for trying to save people money in lots of different ways. Brilliant website, moneysavingexpert.com. And he's kind of on talking about these kind of fake Bitcoin ads as well. So he launched a lawsuit against Facebook back in April, and he claimed that in the past 12 months, the social media site has published around 50 fake Lewis adverts involving crypto and other get-rich-quick schemes. So this is about him kind of being involved in these kind of fake crypto ads or the fake Bitcoin ads that he's associated with, but he's not associated with it at all. So he's kind of speaking out again about that. So this is going on a lot on social media. And that was something I was looking at. I think that's it for the news. Kind of run through that relatively quickly. I think we've covered all the news today. And as I said, I'll post all the links for you for the news items in the comments down below this video as well. We've got, if BAKKT went up to $1 in the next 2 weeks, I would care about that. I'm sure you would. I'm sure you'd have a bit of honeymoon in the next 2 weeks. Not that I know where you're going for your honeymoon, but I'm sure you just wouldn't be caring about what you spent wherever you were in the world. Crypto Don 1, also 2 big exchanges coming in 2 weeks. Come to the moon with me, please. Steve, you've got to do a vid on Digitex, please. You've been speaking about Digitex for a while now, and it's gone up about 900% or something. I've seen a kind of news item on it. And just look at Digitex futures. Well, it says over the month it's went 81%, but I'm sure it's higher than that. Where was it? 38 Satoshi has been now 837 Satoshi. Yeah, so it has gone up about 900% as well. And you've been speaking about that for a while now. 104, 833. So what's it? 870 Satoshi at the moment. So it's gone up a huge amount just now. So its market cap rank 128, market capitalization of 40 million, circulating supply of 700 million as well, and the volume is 852. What exchanges is on? Mercatox and X-Rates. Mercatox being the main one, and Ethereum being the main pair as well. So I'm probably too late to get into Digitex. I know you kind of spoke about it ages ago. Probably too late to get into that now. Elastos, we've not looked at Elastos for a while. Oh, that's not coming up there. So $7.98 at the moment, 10% up on the week, 17% down on the month. And just look at, computer is going slow just now. Let's look at its all-time high. Where are we just now with the Bitcoin price? 120,000. It has been as high as 792, about 800,000, 822,000 Satoshi. It's relatively low just now, but long term market capitalization is 61 million. It ranked 97, so it's in the top 100 still, which is good. Volume ranked 93 over the last 24 hours. So I've not looked at Elastos for a while. So, which is a decentralized P2P economic infrastructure which authenticates digital rights, transfers contracts, and turns digital information into assets through blockchain technology. So I've not looked at that for a while. I've not done an in-depth review on any of the projects for a while, to be honest, because I'm just looking at the news and kind of seeing what's kind of driving the underlying kind of markets as well, but not looked, apart from the likes of Babb, XTRD and kind of companies like that. I've never done an in-depth review. It's just getting the time to do it with the other side of the business as well. It'd be good to get time to do that. I've owned a nice wee cabin next to Loch in the Highlands. We're just going there for a week. Then New York for Christmas and New Year to do proper. Excellent. New York is brilliant. You'll love New York. But I love the sound of the kind of cabin as well in the Highlands. Love the sound of that. Chill and relax time coming. Good. You deserve it, mate. You deserve it. Scottish Bull, the Internet 3.0. Yep. AT prediction was given by the owner of Digitex. It was when it was 100 sats. when he was gathering team to build a platform. He has mentioned it will be huge. Also, his market will be on a bull run. Excellent. Own your own data. Crypto Don Juan. No, you're not too late. Digitex product coming out this quarter. The exchange launched in December. We're the BitMEX killer. Just think of BitMEX volume. Okay, I'll take a look at Digitex futures as well. I know you have spoken about it. You've written to me about it as well. And I didn't get in. It was just having the money at the time. But my portfolio, my personal portfolio, has kind of gone up over the last, I think we're down, it's gone up about 90%. Mainly because of the likes of kind of AdBank and Babb and a couple of the other smaller ones as well. They've kind of gone up. But it's gone up about 90% over the last 6 weeks or so, which is good. Which is good because it was kind of a rate, it was really high. Then it's kind of lost that money on BitMEX as well. Lost 2 Bitcoin on BitMEX, which is a pain in the arse. But it taught me a lot as well. As long as you're kind of learning from your trading as well, I think that's a big thing. So we'll just have a look at Binance, see what the big kind of winners are on Binance just now. Salt obviously up big time. Just now, kind of crossed over at the 4 hour at 747, now up to 1270. So you could have had a kind of big rise if you've seen a crossover at 72%. Raid Network is also up kind of big time as well, just kind of crossed over at 6,908 and now up 61% to 110,000, no, it's 11,051 at the moment. WAN chain is kind of up as well. It kind of broke over at 1421, 14,000 Satoshi. It's kind of up 19% just now to 16,630 Satoshi. ADEX is up as well. That's been a steady climb up for ADEX as well, or ADEX, sorry. DOC is starting to go up as well. That was a previous call as well. And GVT, obviously, look at the steady rise for GVT as well from its low. So from its low up 275%, and its low was only on the 13th of August. So a lot of these coins starting to come to fruition, or a lot of these projects starting to come to fruition just now from their kind of August lows. Lend starting to go up as well, steady climb as well for Lend. ZEC just starting to climb just now from its lows. Nebulas as well, Loopring, steady climb as well. Triggers, we've kind of previously called that, made a lot of money on that, and that's a steady climb as well. You can see that climb up here as well from its all-time lows. Who's the lowest? BCN. Hot. We'll just look at the kind of Binance. Don't think I've got Binance up. Binance.com. Ethereum. So we'll just look at the books. The order books just now for Hot. So 17 Satoshi, 1.08 billion to buy at 17 Satoshi and 802 million to sell at 18 Satoshi. So it has been as high as 19 and it was as low as 14 only last week. It was doing well. PundiX still not moved. Still not moved just now. It's sitting between 22 and 23 Satoshi. I do expect this to blow when it goes. But we need to wait and see. It's just been stuck in this kind of range, this channel for ages now. BCN Dent, I still think that could go up as well. That's a good project with a working product out at the moment as well, and a good working product as well. Encash, I'm surprised at Encash. To be honest, I thought that would have kind of jumped by now, sitting between 80 and 81 Satoshi as well. I do like these low value Satoshi projects as well on Binance, purely because newbies coming in, they'll see the low value and think it's good. Not necessarily the case. I have to look at market cap and stuff like that as well. You see a coin, it's starting to kind of move, but it's jumped up a couple of times now. And you can see the overall kind of trend in here from as kind of low as going up as well. Okay, we'll just jump back over. Salt and LTC. Yeah, Salt has jumped up big time. Love LTC, ONT and Elastos. Excellent. Digitex is going to hit $10 to $15 next year. That's a big price prediction. Scottish Bill Walton is screaming buy right now. ZRX. There's a lot of screaming buys just now. Atif, I think we're in a market where we buy something lower, even if it goes down 10%. It's a big rise is big in the next few weeks. So market is in favour of mid-term instead of short trades. Yeah, I think so. BAKKT has a market cap of 100 million of ETH and 17 million of BTC. You divide 100 by 17 will be 70 million by the BTC right now. It can't go more than that because it can't be more than the supply. Need to check that out. Check out the PPT chart. Sorry, forgot about that. PPC, BTC. So we're up at 49,000 at the moment for Populous. It kind of crossed over a while ago actually at 46,000, but it's just been a slow increase in its value or in its price. Not necessarily its value, but its price. So where has it been? We'll just look at the kind of bigger overall market picture. Trend line, kind of down. Down there just now. It kind of needs to break out from here. This is on a daily chart, and it's slowly climbing up, very slow, creeping up 49,000. So if it breaks that, then it could be going higher. So that could see a big jump to maybe 108,000 Satoshi. That's been its kind of highest point. That jumped up on the 17th of August. So it could see another jump up for PPT as well. And you can see this slow increase in the daily. This is the daily charts. Just look at the 4-hourly charts. It's crossed over in the 4-hourly already with a slow incline as well. This is what I like when it's kind of nice and steady and slow instead of these big spikes up and then it comes right back down again. So yeah, Populous is looking good. It's looking good because it's near its all-time low as well. So it's looking good from a chart kind of point of view, from a TA point of view. Let's see where the support levels are. Support level round about here. So round about the 45,000 mark support. So you could say we've nearly hit the bottom for Populous, with the support levels, and a steady climb up could be good. So this could be a big jump up. It could go possibly 100% in the next couple of months as well. And we just look at the resistance lines. So resistance probably around about 66,000, and then we've got 88,000. Then we're kind of moving up to the 100,000s, 150,000. So yeah, it could be a good jump up there as well. Scottish Bill, has anyone heard of T-Bar? Haha, very funny. Rob Taylor, check out the PPR. Oh, I've done that already. Scottish Bill, a certain YouTuber fell for the scam and lost 50k for T-Bar. Yes, Michael's still there, the dick that he is. I was in it for a while for Titanium. I'm so glad. And I invested big in it. I invested a lot of money in Titanium. I thought at the beginning, this could be absolutely massive. And bought in at about 80 cents. Managed to get out at $1 for Titanium. So I made money on Titanium. I think I made about $20,000 on Titanium. But then like a week or two after, it kind of crashed big time. Obviously, it was turned out to be a scam. So that's what Scottish Bull was talking about. But a lot of people lost a lot of money, so it's not kind of funny, but a lot of people managed to get out as well. It did go up to $4 at one point. I know a lot of people kind of got out at $4, which was good. I should have gotten out at $4, but I didn't. So I managed to get the money back, plus probably about $20,000 as well from it. Actually, I got sent more Titanium. I don't know why. I got sent it, but I got sent more titanium. That was about $12,000 worth. They just sent me. It was just in my account, so I sold it straight away when it was $1, and so that was $12,000 as well. So I don't know why that happened, but Michael's still there. And this is why I didn't like Electronium to start with, because he was tying himself to kind of Electronium, and I thought if he's tying himself to them and what happened with titanium, I think that's what I thought about Electronium. That's why I didn't really want to get into it at all or look at it. But obviously they've kind of gotten out of that now as well and gone past it. Bull 80, is it you who lost? Seems like that. I wish I had 50k, says Scottish Bull, to lose. Crypto Don 1, check your Telegram, Steve, we'll chat there. Cool, I'll do that, Crypto Don 1. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for just now. Hopefully you have a brilliant Friday, whatever you're doing. Thank you for joining me for Crypto and Coffee this morning. Really appreciate your time. I know you could be doing other stuff instead of spending time with me, but I do appreciate your time here. And thank you very much for all the comments, all the questions as well. And hopefully you have a good trading weekend as well. Obviously I'll just be in the Telegram chat. If you want to join us in the premium, you can join us there. We've got a free group as well, which is growing quite nicely and steadily. I'm not in the free group as much. I'm mainly kind of in the premium group, but if you want to join us over there, that'll be fantastic to see you there. So have a brilliant weekend, everybody, whatever you're doing, and until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.